hungry? I'm pretty hungry. Order up.
Oh, awesome.
Hurry, I'm starving.
Hello and welcome to Upper Method Road Fields. I'm Logan Sims alongside my man Parker Lee, bringing you tonight's matchup between the NC State Wolfpack and the Pirates of Eastern Carolina University. Tonight we have a matchup between the Pirates, who are currently 1-1 with a win against Davidson, which is a 3-0 win, and a loss to Duke, which is 2-0, and the Wolfpack, who are 2-2 with a couple of wins against Wake Forest and High Point, and a couple ties against the rivals of the Tar Heels and the Duke Blue Devils.
All right. And it looks like the Wolfpack will be starting with the ball.
We have a beautiful night here in Raleigh, North Carolina. It's cool, about 65 degrees, and a decent crowd showing out right now. Can't see it on your screen right now, but the refs are just readjusting the goal on the NC State Wolfpack side of the field. Seems like everything's all right now. We'll be getting into play here soon. What do you expect to see here tonight, Parker?
ECU's fielding a much older team, I would say. Lots of juniors and seniors, so lots of experience. They've got some tall people on defense, so we'll be looking at a lot of hopefully good crosses. NC State will start out with the ball. Number 30 of ECU on the takeaway. And that'll be Josh Kennedy getting the ball back. And that is number 3, Barrett Golden. Headed by number 2, Larry Guzman for ECU. And that'll be cleared by the keeper. And that's a Wolfpack ball.
Kicker came out, way out there to clear that ball, ending up kicking it off the field. And as you said, the Wolfpack will retain possession. I feel like so far we've seen a lot of physical play here between the Pirates and the Wolfpack. There's a lot of history. I would say that the Wolfpack and the Pirates do not really like each other that much around any sport.
No, not at all. Definitely one of the underrated rivalries in North Carolina.
Definitely agree with you on that.
And it'll be a Wolfpack throw-in. Moving up the right side, 2 defenders. And that's cleared by number 10. Oh. And it's attack on goal, Wolfpack, and it's a no call, I believe. It'll be another Wolfpack throw in into the left corner. And he might be looking for the cross, 2 defenders on him. And the ball is cleared by ECU defender.
Yeah, Josh Kennedy was definitely not happy about that no call there, close to the Pirates' goal. Either way, play moves on, and the NC State Wolfpack still have possession and seem to be controlling the ball in their the Pirates' territory right now. So I think it's exactly where the Wolfpack wants to be. Remember a couple of weeks ago when we were playing, when the Wolfpack were playing Duke, seems like they scored a really quick goal in like the first 2 minutes, and then after that it was they lost the possession battle overall and ultimately ended in a tie. But you can't expect much less. Here comes a throw in, missed header.
Long throw in. That'll be ECU taking it up the field. Intercepted by number 11, Justin Bruno. ECU got it back. And now ECU is driving down the field. He's got a scoring chance. Here he goes.
And
that's a no call. Picked up by Wolfpack and cleared away.
From our angle, to me that looked like that was a little bit much of a push to have been a no call, but either way.
Seems like the referees are letting play go on today.
That could be very true.
Oh, there's a cross.
They probably personally don't want a lot of stoppage just because of the fact that we have a doubleheader here tonight. Following this game between the ECU Pirates and the NC State Wolfpack men's club teams, there will be a women's soccer game between the NC State Wolfpack and the Duke Blue Devils.
And that'll be a throw in for the Pirates. Thrown in upfield. And the keeper will scoop that one up.
Very dangerous cross there by the Pirates.
And he'll punt it across the field. Headed by ECU, closer to the goal, another header. And cleared by number 2, Larry Guzman.
Matt Wedding is the Pirate who's constantly been on the attack here early for the Pirates. As you may or may not be able to see, he's definitely not got the height advantage that the NC State Wolfpack actually has as he takes off again here down the field. He just
safe kick to the goalie, safe clearance.
Just can't really seem to keep up with the height of that of number 19, Jordan Case.
And that would be cleared by number 11 for the Wolfpack, Justin Bruno. And it's up the right side, looking for a cross. He's found some space. The defenders are sagging off. Here he comes. And that'll be a little tussle for the ball there. And look at that physical play. And it's cleared away to number 25, Mike McCoust.
You mentioned the physical play. You definitely love seeing that as long as it stays clean.
Absolutely, and hopefully the referees will rein it in if things get too crazy. Number 10, NC State, Alex Kramer fighting for the ball. It'll be out of bounds. Wolfpack soccer ball. And it'll be Justin Bruno on the throw in. He throws it to the center, and that's kneed out by an ECU receiver. No, we have a center ball. ECU regains control. Let's see, number 15, Caleb Canode on the left side. Has some pushing and shoving going on there. And ECU defender will clear the ball. Back on NC State's side. Defender clears the ball. And it looks like it's out of bounds. Pirates possession. And there's a throw downfield. And that'll be cleared by a Wolfpack defender. 16. And we're looking at a Wolfpack possession here. Wolfpack throw in at midfield. Another throw downfield. Headed by a defender. The goalie will scoop that one up. The goalie punts the ball across the field, across midfield. And that'll be cleared by Harry Klockman. Ryan Cooper clears the ball up to number 13. Aiden Allgood. Ooh, almost had Alex Kramer in the center there. May have been offsides. Here comes Alex Kramer. And there's the call from the referee. That'll be a foul on the Pirates.
I think that's definitely an appropriate call here. They've been getting a little bit more physical as they've been testing the waters to see what the ref will and will won't call. Definitely not a bad call.
And here comes Aiden Allgood to take the free kick here. ECU is forming up the wall. Let's see if he takes a shot on goal or chooses to pass. The referee's getting them lined up.
Go ahead.
Got an NC State player on the man wall there. It's an interesting strategy. And that'll go over the crossbar, back to the Pirates.
Why would a team want to put a player on their wall like that?
I tell you, some of these soccer teams, they've got some interesting set pieces, and who knows, maybe that could be some kind of plan. I know watching the World Cup, the Germans were really known for their elaborate set pieces. You know, they'd have 3 people taking the kick. One would fake, the next guy would fake, the third guy would kick it. Maybe something being tried here at the club level. And NC State's on the attack. But the referee declares it to be a Pirates possession. Another throw-in.
Off the foot of Alex Kramer there for the Wolfpack. It's definitely not a it's enjoyable for us to see things like that because it makes it just a little bit more exciting.
Oh, yeah. Aiden Allgood up the center. Oh, my. Number 10, Alex Kramer. And they're threatening, and ECU will clear it. That was a good effort. But here comes ECU on the sideline. Wolfpack defender trying to get to it. That's number 11, Justin Bruno. Referee will declare Wolfpack throw-in.
Yeah, Alex Kramer had a great opportunity there on the Wolfpack's attacking side of the field. Great stop by the goalkeeper for the the Pirates. But an even big opportunity was Barrett Golden, who was not able to get his foot on the ball off the rebound. And therefore, turned around and went back up the field for the Pirates.
Let's see ECU advancing up the field, and that's a pass out to number 6 for East Carolina, Matt Wedding. That'll be a Wolfpack throw-in. And they'll go with the long throw, headed by ECU. But here comes Aiden Allgood. It's taken away. It's up the center, cleared by a Wolfpack defender. And they'll head it to the goalie and settle things down a bit. The goalie will boot the ball to about midfield. And ECU takes it up the right side. Has Jordan Case on defense. And it's looking like we've got a corner kick for the Pirates. The ball was off the foot of Jordan Case. We'll see if those tall defenders can do their job and try and clear the ball away. Here comes the corner, and it's cleared. Let's see if that's a throw-in or another corner.
I want to say it'll be a throw-in for the Pirates, but I'm not a ref. Not to be confused with that, I'm not a rapper. But we're about to find out, and it's going to be a throw-in.
It'll be yeah. Well, it did the job of a corner there, and that'll be headed out by NC State defender. ECU kicks it the opposite way. Tries to draw the foul, and does. As number 20, Brian Spells, on the play. Did a good job of making sure the ref knew that he was being hit. A little bit of acting.
Yep, and like you said, Casey Lang there with that throw-in for the Pirates was definitely served about the same purpose as a corner kick would.
Oh, yeah. And they do some practice with that. All right, that'll be the Wolfpack ball on the right side of the field. Looks like the score is still 0-0 here in the first half. And we've got a sub, Phelan Hosey, coming on.
And that's the first sub of the day for either Wolfpack or the Pirates. As we approach we're about the 16th minute mark in the first half. As the sun starts to set here in beautiful Raleigh, North Carolina.
Oh, and that's number 5, Eric Becker. And that'll make its way over to the goalie.
It's a long strike there by Becker, but it wasn't a bad idea. Just kicked it too straight on.
Yeah, neither of the goalies really been tested yet. So hopefully we'll be seeing some shots on goal and see what they're made of here.
Well, David Amerson did have that one attack earlier by Alex Kramer. Did a good job of stopping that. But besides that, like you said, they've not really been challenged that much.
Oh my, number 6 shot on goal, and it's just wide. That was number 6, Matt Wedding. Almost there, had a little opening, but NC State defender Harry Hockham was in hot pursuit.
That was actually a beautiful attempt there by Wedding. Kind of stole the ball from the Wolfpack defenders. Changed direction very quickly, and he's got a strong leg on that. From here, I'd say about a 5'5" height that he has. He has a strong leg because he just missed the left post of the in-state Wolfpack's goal.
Oh yeah, and he had the goalie beat in that situation. And Wolfpack moving up the left side. He'll pass it to his teammate. That's a center. And here he comes on goal.
Kramer was trying to deke there, ended up letting the ball get taken away. Great effort play there by David Anderson as he tries to dive for the ball that was about 10 feet outside.
And looks like we'll have a goal kick. That'll be the Pirates' ball. Once again, another Pirates ball advancing on the goal line. And they'll do a quick throw in, try and feed the ball back to Corey Chandler. And there's the long throw to the center, and it'll be headed out by the defender. And he'll shoot the ball line up the field. Big boot from the ECU midfielder, but that'll go nowhere.
Besides out of play.
Besides out of play. I guess he was just trying to clear the ball in that situation.
I guess so, but there earlier in the play, Phelan Hoza came in at midfield, had a header trying to take the ball out, and I think he got his job done, but it looked very dangerous. It looked like it could have gone off in another direction towards the goal. Seemed very dangerous to me rather than maybe just
There's an attack by ECU.
maybe
Got
just bumping out with
possession.
his chest.
Oh, some physical play happening there. That'll be a foul. Pirates will get a free kick. And there's number 9, Casey Lambs. Take the ball here.
Yeah, that was Mike McCoust who had got the foul called as he got put on the ground. Just a few seconds earlier, Mr. Kendall M. We do not have a last name for this gentleman.
Oh, and the great save by the goalie. That long kick down to the right side of the goal. And the quick strike, and the goalie uses his good reaction to take care of that shot. And he'll boot the ball away. Good play by the Wolfpack goalie. Oh, and then shot just outside the left side of the goal. Things went from end to end pretty quick there.
Very quick, and a very dangerous play there by Anderson for the Pirates. Seemed really far outside into the box, almost allowing a goal to the Wolfpack there.
We'll have another substitution on the field. NC State's second.
Mr. Alex Kramer out of the game for the Wolfpack, who we've seen a lot today on the attack.
There's a boot by the goalie. And it'll get the ball upfield. Here comes number 8, Phelan Hoza, who was the sub who came in earlier, the first substitution. He gets taken away. Here comes ECU up the right side. Here's number 6 once again. And they're going for the ball. 6 has got it on goal. Ow, and he beats the goalie. Excellent play, just chips it right over the hands of the goalie, Matt Wedding. And he just narrowly missed one of those shots earlier, and this time he makes it count. That's a goal.
I think they called an offsides there.
They called it an offsides?
I'm pretty sure, because ECU seems to be more getting back on the defense rather than celebrating right now.
All right, looks like we have an offsides call. The score remained at 0-0.
Either way, I was just about to say prior to him getting the offsides called, but also putting that ball in the net, that I think before the end of this game that Mr. Matt Wedding is probably going to put one in the back of the net and make it count before this game is over if the NC State Wolfpack can't find a way to keep the ball off his foot. Couple more Pirates are going to come subbing in here now.
Oh my. Almost gave him another chance there. .25 over the middle. Several Wolfpack defenders swarming. There's a fight over the ball. There's a ball intercepted by Wolfpack defender. He moves up the right side. He kicked off the foot.
I think we have an injured Wolfpack player here. Can't see who that is walking off the field down there, but he does not look like he's feeling too good right now. Either way, number 14, Andrew Rice, is into the game for the Wolfpack, along with number 3, Barrett Golden, returns.
A lot of subs being made on the Wolfpack side.
Yep, and play will continue as the trainer will tend to the Wolfpack player who we've still yet to identify down on the far end of the field.
Yeah, and he's limping. He might be out for a little bit. He'll just have to watch his teammates take on the game here. That'll be a Pirate throw in, quick throw in. One of the defenders. And you got Cardo Sucre attacking here. Now number 15, Caleb Knode. He was attacking.
The injured Wolfpack player is number 19, Jordan Case.
We've
I think
heard
he took a shot to his midsection.
his abdomen.
Maybe just a little bit of a stinger.
There's a Pirate throw in. Oh, and here comes our friend Ricard. Oh, Matt Wedding.
I was about to say, are you going to give him a new name?
A new name. Matthew Wedding is his name. And the Wolfpack don't want to be hearing his name anymore tonight, that's for sure. He's been fairly deadly, making opportunities on offense, as long as he can keep himself on side.
He's had 2 or 3, definitely 2, maybe 3 dangerous opportunities so far here in this match. Just missing one that went wide left, and then obviously, like you said, staying on side. Put one in the back of the net, beating the goalkeeper for the Wolfpack, but he was offsides.
Offsides, yep. And I couldn't see the line judge from here.
I think I could. I just didn't know he called it at first. Nonetheless, so far as we approach the 27th minute of the first half, we've had a very competitive, fairly exciting and challenging game here between the Wolfpack and the Pirates of Eastern Carolina University.
And surely a physical game so far. And there's a good example right there. A lot of headers.
For a second, I was confused. I thought we were watching volleyball. Horrible dad jokes. That's what I got for you, Parker.
My. I mean, you can hit the ball with your head in volleyball. I scored a point back in rec league that way.
Are you saying you're not supposed to all the time?
It'll be ECU on the left corner of the field. Our good friend Matthew.
It's a
That'll
call
be
handball.
a foul.
Handball or foul?
Handball.
I think it was a handball off the Wolfpack. I might be wrong.
Well, looks like they're getting ready to kick the ball in the corner there. North Carolina State has its men lined up. The goalie certainly well aware of what this could mean.
My favorite is playing the football off the head with a reception.
A famous helmet catch a few years ago.
The Giants?
I think, yeah, it was the Giants in the Super Bowl against the Patriots.
What a season, what a game.
That was a crazy game.
That was exciting.
Here comes the kick. And that's a little wide. The goalie will watch it sail past his head. And that'll be a Wolfpack ball.
Not a bad attempt there by the Pirates. I think you definitely got to take advantage of your opportunities. And if they just gotten that maybe a foot or so higher and just a little bit more to the right, that could have been a very dangerous ball as the Wolfpack is concerned. More subs as number 25 comes out of the game for the Pirates, Mike McCouse. I'm not sure who went in for him. I missed that number.
Oh, another threatening situation by the Wolfpack and just tipped out of bounds by number 5 for North Carolina State, Eric Becker.
For the first time, it wasn't Matt Wedding. It was actually number 21, whose number I can't find right now. There he is, Ian Hunt on the attack.
Here's Matt Wedding showing he can. Oh, never mind. We're
going to go back to Casey Lang, number 9 for the Pirates. He'll have another throw-in attempt.
That'll be right down the middle, headed away. Wolfpack possession, tries for a shot off the defender. There's Matt Wedding, clears the ball back to his own defender. And, ooh, a slide tackle on the side. And it'll be off the Pirates. It'll be a Wolfpack possession. And they'll go a quick throw. And kick it back to the goalie, a little safety net there. Here comes the Wolfpack defender. The goalie boots it really quickly away. It'll be back towards the defending Pirates. Here comes number 20.
That's Brian Spells.
Brian Spells over the middle. Two defenders, tries a shot on goal over the crossbar.
Got a little bit too much under that one. Not a bad shot attempt from about 25 yards out, I would say.
Yeah, and a very awkward body angle that he took it at. Decent accuracy, a little bit too much juice on that one. Goalie will take the ball here for a goal kick. There's the boot to midfield. It'll be number 1, Daniel Rice, heading it for North Carolina State. Number 8 kicks it down the field. Number 20, that'll be Byron Spells once again up the left side. And here's Matt Weddington. Refs are saying it's off Byron Spells.
Would you just like to get that guy a new birth certificate? Poor Brian Weddington. Playing hard and you're trying to change his name.
Matt Wedding. Brian Spells on the Wolfpack side. Could have sworn he kicked it on.
Nonetheless, we're having a lot of fun here. And
Yeah.
as the temperatures continue to drop here in Raleigh, North Carolina, seems like the crowd on the far end of the field is starting to rise. Could be those here to support the men's club team or those here to support the women's club team in their game following this match. Or here to support both. Who knows? But either way, it's a pretty decent crowd for the Wolfpack either way.
We got some fighting around midfield. Very common feature of this game so far. A lot of change in possession very quickly around the midfield. A lot of scoring opportunities going north to south here.
And I would say on that note that there's been a fairly decent, even time of possession for both teams. Seems like they're both not having too hard of time having some kind of possession.
There's Jesse Ball with the throw in, gets the ball back. Number 13, Aiden Algood, kicks the ball down the center. Number 15, Caleb Knoda, and that is Alex Kramer. The ball is going into the corner there. ECU will clear the ball. That'll be a Wolfpack throw in. The ref's blown his whistle, and that'll be Harry Hockman in for, or out, yeah, in for fellow Wolfpack teammate. Number 5, Eric Becker. He was in for Justin Bruno.
The lights have been cut on here around the 33-minute mark of the first half.
There's Justin Ball with the throw in. Aiden Algood up the middle. On the right side, Phelan over the top crossbar.
Another long shot here by the Wolfpack. A couple opportunities that they've just seemed to get their foot a little too far under the ball, instead of letting it float back up under the crossbar.
That'll be a kickoff by the goalie. He booted up the middle, headed away, in control by number 13. He'll move up the right side. There's a long ball across line to number 10, Alex Kramer, and he'll be fighting for the ball. Now it'll go out of bounds. A quick throw into ECU. Beats one defender, and cleared by a Wolfpack midfielder. Back to number 10, Alex Kramer, and booted away by the ECU defender. That'll be a header.
Last few possessions, Alex Kramer seems to be getting a little bit abused by the Pirates. Every time I see him over there, it seems like he's on the ground, not able to keep his footing and keep possession of the ball. Quite frustrating for him because he's definitely had some opportunities earlier in this game.
It'll be ECU attacking up the left side. He's got 2 defenders on him. Looks like possession's going to go back to the Wolfpack.
I'm only speculating here, but I think that Phelan Hose might have been just trying to create a call of offsides for the Wolfpack by giving a little nudge to Nick Sanchez, number 8 of the Pirates. So I saw him all of a sudden take off, and Hose's arm was a little extended. A little questionable. Would hope that I was wrong, but just something I observed.
And there's a shot over the crossbar, far over the crossbar by an ECU attacker. The goalie will scoop that one up, and it's time for a goal kick. That'll be out of bounds on the Wolfpack. Pirates throw in. Number 11, Luis Prado, hands the ball to his teammate. And that'll be booted away. Back to Luis Prado. Passes to the center. Long boot to the left side. Everyone's scrambling to get to the ball. And picked up by an NC State defender. I believe that's Harry Hakum. Now we're trading the ball a little bit. Number 13 making a run up the center. Here's a ball to number 10. He's got a shot, and he loses his control, and that'll be kicked away.
A lot of frustration there on Kramer's face as he had another opportunity that he lost possession of the ball and was there.
Here comes number 7, and that'll be kicked away by number 14. And that was Orion Kavarni of ECU with the shot, and Andrew Rice with the clearance for the Wolfpack. There's number 13 up the center, and he's going to do a quick tap to the right side. That's a big kick to the center. Lots of ECU defenders. Number 7 takes it back up. Jesse Ball, appropriately named. And he'll get fouled, and it'll be a North Carolina State free kick in opponent territory.
Number 21, Ian Hunt with the foul. And this gives Josh Kennedy, number 2, an opportunity. Well,
Brian Spells, number 20 on the kick.
Josh Kennedy was standing up, prepared to come in, but he won't.
There's a kick to the center, cleared. 3 CU defenders on number 13, Aiden Allgood. Still manages to get the ball in enemy territory, and it's a Wolfpack throw in there.
How many Pirates does it take to take down a Wolf, Parker?
3, it looks like it, at least.
It's a new joke. I've never heard that one before.
And there's the throw in. That's a long throw. Does what the corner is supposed to do. Here comes number 7. He takes the shot. Oh, and it's up to the right side, and that'll be cleared by the Pirates.
Number 7.
Jesse Ball.
Ball with a great opportunity as the ball was bouncing his way. Definitely, I don't think that was the intended play by the Wolfpack, but seemed to be in the right place at the right time, just not able to get a good kick on the ball.
The goalie will take the kick. That'll be headed. And there's number 20, Brian Spells. with the clearance towards the goalie. The goalie will throw it back. Number 11, Luis Prado. And there is Brian Spells once again.
We're approaching about 5 minutes left here in the first half. Score still 0-0. As number 21, Ian Hunt, foots the ball off his face by accident.
There's a ball towards the goal line of the Wolfpack. It looks like we have a call from the line judge.
Now, would that be an offsides?
Well,
Or a foul?
Wolfpack kicking it off. I think it was offsides. May have been a foul. And there's number 8, Phelan Hosa.
We have an injured Pirate here down on the field. Came down wrong on his left ankle.
It
And
looks
play
like
will
they'll stop
continue
play.
for now. At first, I thought this was going to be a very serious injury because he went down very hard, very fast. But as you can now see, he's quickly on his foot.
And he's got the captain's armband, I believe. That might be a blow to their organization and form there. Nobody wants to lose a captain on the field.
That's always a big loss. But who knows? Maybe they're like the Panthers. Lose Luke Kuechly, still one of the best defenses in the league. Maybe they can keep up their
4-0.
play.
Sometimes it gets people fired up, and that happens sometimes with red cards too. Teams have won shorthanded because the morale boost and who you are as a team makes such a difference.
It really does.
Reacting to adversity.
You know, I didn't see what number that was, but as a captain, you're going to want to sit down on the bench, definitely let your ankle heal here the last few minutes of the first half, and then just, observe and watch and see how your team reacts.
And that was Casey Lambs, the captain, who was carted off, number 9. Walked off. He wasn't carted off.
Brought in the ambulance.
Hope not.
The crowd gave him a big cheer. He gave the thumbs up. I think he's going to be all right.
There's number 5, Eric Becker on the clearance. Good defensive clearance. And now the Wolfpack are threatening. And you could see the Wolfpack bench light up as they saw the penalty. And that looks like it will be a Wolfpack.
Maybe a yellow card? Nope.
Looks like a Wolfpack free kick here on the right side of the field.
I'm not going to lie, I actually missed the penalty. I was watching Mr. Casey Lang to see how he looked. He seems to be walking off just fine right now. Slight limp still, but I think he'll be all right by the second half for sure.
He finds his way back on the field. I'm sure that's where he wants to be right now, especially in a high-pressure situation like this. You got 4 men on the wall. Here comes the shot. It's off the wall.
Wolfpack players all over the field.
And it looks like that will conclude the first half of action here in Raleigh, North Carolina, Upper Method Field, East Carolina University versus your North Carolina State Wolfpack.
Definitely a few comments here, Parker. I'm slightly confused just because our broadcast hasn't been going quite 45 minutes. I don't know if they're playing short and half since there's 2 games. But either way, definitely seen a lot of physical play. Scores still 2 eggs up on the board, 0-0. What are you seeing so far?
Well, I mean, it's definitely been a very hard-fought game so far, and these are 2 teams that they share no love for each other, I would say. You've seen a lot of shot-happy kicks from the Wolfpack, maybe not the best shot selection, but sometimes you just want to, aim for the goal and hope the goalie makes a mistake, especially in a game where goals are going to be at such a premium. So sometimes you really just can't wait until the ideal situation happens, especially when you've got Pirates bearing down on you. It seems like whenever we get in the box, there's always, 3 defenders waiting.
Absolutely, I'll agree with you there, Parker. And we'll be right back in a few moments with some more NC State Wolfpack Club soccer action. As I've said before, the score is 0-0. and you're watching Club Men's Soccer on Wolfpack Sports Television, bringing you into the pack.
Are you guys hungry? I'm pretty hungry. Order up.
Oh, awesome.
Hurry, I'm starving.
My name is Ben Hefner, and I work mostly as a cameraman, but do some announcing every now and then. Let's see, I came in at one point last year, 2 years ago, so about 2 years, yeah. I'd really like to be a journalist, actually a sports journalist, but I could also work in a lot of different things, obviously. I work here with Wolfpack Sports TV, and this kind of works pretty fun as well. So I'd still go a few different ways, still trying to figure that out a little bit. Favorite sport to watch is probably basketball, especially college basketball. I think it's pretty unmatched in kind of emotions that it brings up. Probably a tie between soccer and basketball. I played both of them in high school, and I still love to play both of them. Favorite team's tough. I have a lot of different teams, but I would say as far as professional teams go, Chelsea FC over in England probably brings the most emotional response out of me. So soccer kind of does that too, but yeah, I'm probably going to go with Chelsea. Well, personally, I've never been a super athlete, so my accomplishments are pretty modest, but I remember in high school, I scored the 100th point in my high school's only ever 100-point game in basketball. And yeah, I think later I actually also scored the point to set the conference record. I was a bench warmer. We were up by like 60 points, so that's why I was in at the time. But yeah, that was pretty cool because I remember that the place kind of went crazy when I hit the 100th point, and I had no idea we were that close. So I just thought they were so surprised I actually scored that they went crazy. But yeah, that would probably, once I figured that out, that would probably be my favorite sports moment. Lots of different things. Of course, I mentioned Chelsea earlier. Stamford Bridge would be cool. World Cup would be cool. Something like the Olympics. But I think I'm a huge Red Sox fan as well. And I think going to Fenway Park, just kind of the history behind it would be amazing. My dad's a huge Red Sox fan too, so I think I'd love to go with him at least once. Favorite movie, Good Will Hunting, actually. Surprisingly, a sports guy has a kind of critically acclaimed movie as his favorite, but yeah, I've watched it probably like 4 or 5 times. Favorite musician, actually a band called Need to Breathe. I saw them a few years ago at a youth conference and loved them ever since. And they're one of the few bands they have lots of songs, like probably 60, 70. I can just listen through an album and love every single song, so. So many amazing athletes, and I've always just wished for a day I could have that sort of athleticism. But I always thought it'd be awesome to be like a soccer player. My favorite's Eden Hazard, so you know, I'd probably want to switch places with him, just be able to have that much ability for one day and show off for everybody and be the coolest person around, pretty much. Like doing hockey and hearing Drew lose his mind, that just over some insane hockey play, that's some of my fondest. Probably a lot of things with hockey, though. I actually got to do a lot of that this year, and it's been a really cool experience. Again, going to hockey, got to go up to Maryland this year for the ACCHL championships, which is really cool getting to drive up with the team and everything, getting to know them, and then yeah, getting to do those games. That was really cool, just kind of bonding time, I guess, with everybody.
Taking ahead once again, Deaver. Shooting one, he scored! Cole Deaver, it's a field goal on the board for the Wolfpack. And the Colonials are...
Are you guys hungry?
Hello and welcome back to Upper Method Road Fields for some second half action here between the NC State Wolfpack and the Pirates of Eastern Carolina University down the road in Greenville, North Carolina. Beautiful evening here, just a little bit chilly, isn't it, Parker?
Yeah, I would say so, and now that the sun's gone down, it's only going to get chillier. We'll see what kind of effect that has on these athletes. I remember back in my running days, I learned that 50 degrees is primo running weather, but sometimes it doesn't feel like it.
Back in my high school football days, nothing was better than a Friday night, about 60 degrees, put on the pads,
Oh, yeah.
get
Nothing
a couple
like
hits
it.
in. Either way, we have collegiate club soccer here. And an exciting game at that, even for it being a 0-0 game. I would say
Yeah.
it's been a pretty exciting one so far.
Yeah, we got a pretty quality game on tap, I'd say. Lots of shots on both sides, lots of competitiveness, lots of physicality, and that's really what come to expect from ECU and NC State athletics of any
Absolutely.
kind.
I'm pretty sure they've set up the football schedule for next year, at least out of conference, and they're scheduled to play each other.
Oh, that's a shot over the crossbar.
As I was saying, they're scheduled to play each other. I'm sure they're both looking forward to bringing it back to Raleigh, which is, I believe, where they're playing it. Either way, no matter where it is, here in Raleigh at Carter Finley Stadium or down the road in Greenville, it's going to be an exciting game. They are both going to get fired up for it. It'll be something to look forward to.
No doubt about it.
And as a student of NC State University and my excitement for the basketball team, I wouldn't mind seeing us play ECU's basketball team.
And
I don't
there's
know
a
about
run
y'all.
up the center by number 13, and it'll be booted away. And that'll be a clearance. Sorry, as you saying?
No, it's fine, absolutely. That was actually a great play there by the captain who's returned, Casey Lang, sorry. Great play to stop the run of number 13 for the Wolfpack. But like I was saying, I wouldn't mind seeing the NC State Wolfpack play the Pirates in some basketball. I don't know about you.
Mm-hmm. And the Pirates have struggled a little bit in recent years, but they're starting to get better. Definitely a decent program nowadays.
And we all know the success that Mark Godfrey's brought in his 4-year tenure.
Absolutely. NC State with a victory over Villanova, number 1 ranked. Sweet 16 appearances since Mark Gottfried. They've had 2. They've made the NCAA tournament every year. So NC State definitely on the uptick. And
Now-
not a bad recruiting class either.
Not at all. A lot to look forward in the future with the number 1 point guard in the nation, Dennis Smith Jr. committing here. All of us NC State students are still hopeful, waiting for that big number. I think he's 7th in the nation. Either way, big Bam Adebayo, tripping over my words.
And there's Matt Wedding, and that's clearance. Number 19, Jordan Case on defense.
And, you know, a lot of rumors floating around about all sports, you know. A lot has been heard about the recruitment of Bam Adebayo. He's been highly touted and now highly recruited by Kentucky's head coach, Pitino. That's actually Louisville's head coach. My bad. Either way, he's highly recruited by Kentucky in the last few weeks, but I've heard rumors that he was supposed to make his way to the Louisville game, NC State Louisville football game, the ACC opener, and he was supposed to make his commitment then. Obviously, rumors are rumors. It didn't happen. He wasn't there. Now the next game to look forward to is Clemson. I've heard him and Dennis both are supposed to be there. Supposed to be the night he commits. That would be a lot to look forward to and a lot for the NC State Wolfpack football team to get fired up about.
Absolutely, oh my. There's a shot on goal, and the goalie steps out. And he'll fall on that one. Very close.
That was a great save by the Wolfpack's goalkeeper. First good opportunity by the Pirates in a while since, Wedding had gotten that one offsides goal into the back of the net. They've not
There's
really
Brian
been able to create
Spells,
much.
and he'll try and get in position as Josh Kennedy tries to chip it over the goalie. It'll be fielded by Lucas D. Oliveira right there. And that'll be centered. Here comes the center ball. There's a shot on, not on goal, a little too far to the left, but there's an attempt on goal. A little weak, a little to the left. Just an awkward body position trying to spin and kick that ball without seeing the goal. It may not have been a lack of mechanics, just didn't have an understanding of where the goal was in relation to the kicker.
I'll also say I think that came off his foot a little awkward, probably created by that awkward body motion. Either way, NC State kick, and the ball's sitting around midfield right now.
Wolfpack trying to play it off the defender, no good. That'll be a throw in. All right, and here we go. We're on the attack. There's a center ball. That'll be cleared.
Oh, great snag by a fan in the stands.
Good
What a
reaction
catch.
time. Yeah, saved his head there. And that'll be a throw in for the Wolfpack.
His hands might have been warm from the fact that his hands were in his pockets, so it might not have felt like too much, but if it were me right now, I feel like my hands would be stinging. Yeah. Or at least our
better your
camera
hands
people.
than your face, yeah. And there's a kick down the center. And he chips it, and here comes the goalie, and he'll be out to defend. You had Matt Wedding, seems to be all over the field. He's been on defense before, now he's here as a striker. And the goalie just got in front of it. Excellent play. And on the other side, ECU goalie will pick up the ball.
At the moment right now, and the momentum of this game and the way that that Matt Wedding has been able to create a lot of opportunities now with about 4 or 5 opportunities that he's had, I wouldn't be surprised for the final score of this game to be 1-0 or 1-1 with him having the one goal for the ECU Pirates.
Here's Brian Spells over the center, gets the ball back. He wants the ball back, but here comes an ECU defender. He's got the interception. Try and clear the ball. Back the other way, number 4, and back the other way.
That was number 18, Sean Barlow, with the earlier interception.
And that'll be cleared away by number 18 of ECU, Sean Barlow. And he's a senior, got some experience on defense. There's a kick to number 4, Lucas De Oliveira, and there's a kick over to the center, and he'll be fighting. Number 15, Caleb Knoda, your first substitution of the game. Now he's on the ball. And there's a send. And there's Matt Wedding. Here he comes. And it'll be cleared by Wolfpack defender.
I think that might have been a little bit of a questionable no call there on number 20, Brian Spells. Seemed like he really dropped his shoulder into the back of Wedding there. But either way, no call. And that might have been an offsides.
And it looks like, yeah, NC State take the ball up the field. And there's Brian Spells with the cross. Number 3, Barrett Golden will be searching for it.
got a little clarification there at halftime from the refs. I asked them how long the first half was, and I told them that if it had been 45 minutes, that something was wrong with our technology because our broadcast hadn't even been 43. Either way, I was informed that for club men's soccer, or just club soccer in general, apparently the halves are only 40 minutes. That's news to me, especially tonight, because I could have sworn our game that we covered against Duke earlier this season was 45-minute halves. But either way, here we are. We're playing 40-minute halves, 80 minutes total, and we're approaching about the 6-minute mark of the second half.
There's a big boot. ECU. He'll try and keep the ball in play. No go there. And it'll be a Wolfpack goal kick. And you can hear his teammates praising him on the sideline for the effort. Wolfpack goalie will come out, make his kick.
A booming kick straight to the midfield line. Back into the Pirates' attacking territory. I believe that was another offsides call.
And State will make its way up the right side. It'll be intercepted. There's another pass right down there. Byron Spells, here he comes. And he'll kick it off to the right. Put to the center by ECU defender. Back in ECU's possession. They're on the counter attack.
And guess who has the ball? Mr. Wedding again.
All right, back in Wolfpack hands the ball is. Here comes Brian Spells taking on the whole ECU defense, it looks like. And getting a little bit of help from A.N. Allen Good. And try for the attack on goal. The goalie will fall on that one.
Barrett Golden had an opportunity there. It's a good thing for the Pirates that their goalkeeper, number 1, David Anderson, was able to get his hands on that and was able to haul it in, because if not, Golden was going to have a wide open goal. But that's not the case, and the score remains 0-0. Do you get a feeling, Parker, that the first team to score is going to win?
I would say, you know, you never know. I'm very surprised this game is still 0-0. I mean, there have been so many opportunities just like that one where the goalie just comes in and saves it. So it could be, once you have a goal, you start opening up other goals, especially, you know, that crucial period right after a goal. It's very common for teams to come right back, counterattack, and even the score once again. But we could definitely see a 1-0 result here today.
Absolutely. I've heard it put once that about 75% of goals come within the first 5 minutes following another goal. I don't know how true that is, but it seems like that typically happens.
I could believe that. And just patiently deflects the ball away. That was number 4, Lucas de Oliveira. And the Pirates, that may be an offsides. Doesn't matter, it's out of bounds. Wolfpack throw in. That's number 11, Justin Bruno, on the hustle there to get the ball. It looks like he'll be in charge of the throw-in. That'll be a throw to number 20, Byron Spells. It's a miss. Back to ECU. He'll punt the ball over to the right side of the field. Headed backwards, headed forwards once again. And there's a battle for the ball there. And it looks like it'll be off the Wolfpack's foot. Pirates throw in a dangerous situation.
Yeah, I think that the Wolfpack defender there just conceded the possession to
Just want to stop the momentum.
Yeah, allow the defense to reset.
Here's a ball to the center, and that's a cleared kick. And just a missed touch there by the ECU defender. It'll be back in the hands of the Wolfpack. The throw in, Harry Hockham. Good deflection there. Once again, Matt Wedding beats 2 defenders. Not the third. And now on the counterattack, here comes number 5, Eric Becker.
That was a great save there by Becker, but I think it was a very dangerous save too. NC State Wolfpack defenders had gone before him trying to kick the ball out of possession of the ECU attacker. If he had missed that, I think that could have been a very dangerous play, possibly a one-on-one goal between
goalkeeper and shooter.
Exactly.
And yeah, that was a little bit dangerous. I mean, sometimes, you know, someone advised in that situation just step back and defend.
Absolutely.
But he made the save. There's another save. Good play.
As I've heard it before, maybe this was just playing football, but give ground to gain ground. Sometimes that's what you got to do, but sometimes you just got to snag it.
Well put. Up. And that'll be kicked out. And it looks like it's another Wolfpack possession throw in here.
Number 11 will throw it in, Justin Bruno. He's getting a lot of throw-ins here early in the second half.
Oh, and that'll be over to the center. Aiden Allgood. Oh, that's the ball to the center. And that'll be cleared out by an ECU defender.
Cano tried to deke the ball as we have a defender here. A substitution here, number 14, Andrew Rice into the game. And the Wolfpack will throw in for another. The Wolfpack will prepare for another throw in by Bruno.
That'll be kicked right back out.
As we mentioned before, tonight's a doubleheader for the NC State Wolfpack club teams. Here we have the men playing against the ECU Pirates. And immediately following this game, once they've warmed up, the women's NC State club soccer team will take on the Blue Devils of Duke University.
Oh, and here's a shot on goal, and the goalie blocks it. And that was a good shot. Could have been maybe towards the corner of the net, but a great opportunity.
That was a great opportunity there by the Wolfpack. David Anderson, the goalie for the Pirates, with a great save.
And I believe that was number 13, Aiden Allgood, on the shot in the center.
But I would have to say that the Wolfpack might have just squandered an opportunity there by not trying to follow for a rebound kick. Seemed like the only player that was really going in for the rebound was the Pirates defender.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of scores. Oh, my. There's Matt Wedding on the left side. And number 11, he'll go to the ground. And let's see what the ref has to say about that one. Number 6, Matt Wedding, helped up by a teammate.
A lot of physicality is really picking up right now. Both teams are pushing and shoving. They're all really, begging these refs for some calls, but they're going to let them play as it seems.
Yeah, and sometimes, players try to make up for being outmaneuvered by just going in and fouling the guy, and sometimes they get away with it, and sometimes they don't. It looks like that time may have been somewhere in between.
That was
and
a
there's
great
another shot.
That was a great opportunity there. Great setup by number 6 for the Pirates. I think that's number 6. Nope, it's number 5. That'd be Casey Chandler. Set him up, had an opportunity, but the kick was just short, just left of the left post.
Oh, and there's an opportunity for the Wolfpack. Here we go up the right side. Once again, Byron Spells. And that's a kick in the top left-hand corner, taken by the goalie. The quick throw back. Looks like ECU. And Wolfpack takes it back. Here he comes over the middle.
It was a great play by the Pirate, kicking off the NC State attacker, giving the Pirates a goal kick and an opportunity to get it out of their zone.
The goalie will kick that one off to midfield. That'll be chambered by a Wolfpack defender. He's making his way up the left side. Here he comes. Ooh,
that had to be a penalty.
That's a big hit by the ECU defender on the attacking Wolfpack member. The referee will give him a bit of a talking to there.
I think that was Casey Lang there on the penalty for the Pirates. I think he's going to say that he was going for the ball, made a clean play on the ball, and just happened that he had a lot of contact with the Wolfpack player, but unfortunately a penalty on him and an opportunity for the Wolfpack that has not fanned out. Either way, it's kind of a moot point now as the Pirates have another goal kick and another opportunity to get out of their zone.
And you can see why so many soccer teams take so much time in practicing their set pieces and practicing their free kicks, because in games like these, it's been all set piece. It's been lots and lots of goal kicks, lots and lots of free kicks, very physical game, and oftentimes it can mean, you know, a one-goal difference, and a one-goal difference means a lot in these kinds of games.
Especially a game like this.
There's up the left side, right side, pardon me.
And at this point, I think it's going to take a set.
That'll be out of bounds on the Wolfpack.
I think at this point, it's going to take a set for either team to really get a goal in this match before they break open the scoring drought.
Yeah, it's been very active play for the score to still be 0-0. And the referee will determine that to be a Wolfpack throw-in.
More substitutions as number 8 comes back into the game, Phelan Hose.
He was subbed out in the first half, so he may be the guy that comes on in the second half of the halves. It looks like there's a setup there for number 28, but number 13, Aiden Allgood, will get in front of it.
Allgood just simply beat his man there, able to get the ball and kick it out of bounds and allow, like we said earlier, he allowed the rest of the team to get back down the field and set up for a defensive play, as the Pirates have another throw in here.
And he made a key play similar to that earlier. And there's a kick, and it's headed out, and there'll be another kick over the crossbar. He made a similar play to that one a little bit earlier, where he slide tackled and was able to push the ball out the back, and that was really a scoring threat as well. So he's been very clutch in these situations where it's the attacker, him, and then the goalie.
Absolutely. And as the sky begins to turn completely dark and the sun finally decides to completely go away, the temperatures continue to drop and the score continues to be 0-0.
Up the left side. Two defenders. Looks like the referee will say that is Pirates throw-in.
Off the foot of Justin Bruno.
That was a good play. Two defenders. They had him well covered. Team, you know, they're not going to make the mistake of underestimating him.
Not anymore, at least.
There's a throw-in. It'll be headed by a defender, headed out. And chambered by ECU number 18.
Josh Kennedy made a very safe play there by not attacking the ball but allowing the ball to go up the field and see what the Pirate defenders do.
There's a pass in the middle over the right side. He tries to beat his man. The goalie will come out and scoop that one up.
That snuck through the legs of Barrett Golden.
Not a bad idea. And the goalie will boot the ball all the way to the other side. 3 Wolfpack defenders. And he'll clear the ball back up. It looks like it's in the able feet of number 10, Alex Kramer.
Kramer has a huge shoulder thrown into his back by number 16 of the Pirates. It's Derek Lackor. Be a free kick for the
That'll be a free kick
Pack.
over to the center. And just a light arcing header over to the goalie, and he'll catch that. Easy save.
He'll catch that like a little screen pass in football from a quarterback to a running back.
All right, and there's the header from the defender, and another header in response. ECU ball on the Wolfpack side of the field. Here's Matt Wedding. He'll pass it back to his teammate, and they'll try and set up an attack. Here comes Matt Wedding. Ball's taken away by the Wolfpack. And it's back in Pirate hands. He's looking for a man. Number 17, cross over the middle. Back to Matt Wedding. He jukes out a Wolfpack defender. Here comes Matt Wedding over the middle. And there's a whole swarm of white jerseys all around him. And that ball will be cleared. And it looks like it'll be the Pirates throw-in. Coming on for the Wolfpack, we have Ricardo Sucre, number 6, and he's waiting to be subbed on. It looks like they won't do that just quite yet. Another attacking situation for the Pirates. He beats one Wolfpack defender. Here he comes.
We also have a couple Pirates coming up to the starboard bow, preparing to come into the game.
Luis Prado and Hunter S. And that's a sophomore. Another pair of Wolfpacks, Daniel Rice and Jesse Ball, to come onto the field. We'll see who they'll sub out for. So we've got 3 subs on each side. Must be crunch time.
I think that's Patrick Ebbs, number 27 for the Pirates.
Oh my.
And he will be joined again, so that's a whole new squadron for both teams. Number 21 coming in for the Pirates, Ian Hunt.
So we have 4 subs for the Pirates, 3 subs for the Wolfpack, and that'll probably be the mentality to here. They want to bring on some fresh legs in crunch time and see if they can run the legs off their opponents.
This is Patrick Ebbs' first action in the game, and a couple of the other players, maybe not the first, but definitely haven't played quite as much this game, so trying to bring on the fresh legs like you mentioned so that they can attack the ball slightly more and see if they can't put one in the goal for either team.
There's something to be said about the selfless play of club soccer. You know, they don't necessarily have a coach. They've got a team captain, but they're willing to go out and make sure that their team wins, even if it means they don't get the same playing time. I think that definitely benefits the team as a whole.
Absolutely, and one of the subs that came in for the Pirates came in for number 9.
There's a kick over the middle, number 27. The pack will clear that one away.
And following that penalty, like I was saying, Casey Lane came out of the game, so that was surprising. See the captain come out, but giving his team an opportunity and maybe him a little bit of time to rest before coming in for the final few minutes.
There'll be nothing doing there. It'll be a Wolfpack throw in, number 7, Jesse Ball. And it looks like another sub's coming on. Hayden Allgood, we've heard his name a few times, couple of good scoring opportunities. He'll come back in after a short rest. Hopefully be a little bit fresher, able to spark some offense here for the Wolfpack. That'll be a throw in towards ECU's goal. Referee calls a foul. Ball move up.
And if neither team is able to put a ball in the net, obviously it'd be a tie for each team. That didn't really need to be said. But if that were to occur, the NC State Wolfpack would not improve, but they would go to 2-0-3 on the season with 3 ties, all of which against pretty highly touted rivals.
North Carolina rivals, absolutely.
And the Pirates would receive their first tie of the season following their win against Duke and their tie against Davidson. Win against Davidson, loss against Duke, excuse me.
One thing that needs to be said, North Carolina is a great state for high school soccer. So we really are watching some of the best of club soccer. I know the women for NC State were also going to nationals last year. North Carolina is the second highest state for number of D1 soccer recruits out of high school. So that pool, Wake Forest, NC State, UNC, Tar Heels, Duke, they've all got top 25 ranked teams. And just shows the power of North Carolina as a state, as a soccer state. So this type of quality comes down, you know, even to the club level. Absolutely.
That's some things I had not heard before, but definitely quite impressive. Makes me proud to be from North Carolina. As we also have some of the top. Seems like North Carolina is just a top state for sports in general, it seems sometimes. Some of the top players in football and basketball and even baseball coming out of the state.
Oh, yeah,
Definitely makes it interesting living here, seeing this kind of competition.
Oh, it's great. We have some of the best runners, some of the best cross-country runners. Ryan Frazier recently won a big race. The Adidas, not sure if it was Adidas, but it was at Wake Med. And she came in first for all the women of all ages as a freshman, running low 16s for 5K. Incredible.
Absolutely.
So I've seen her race before back in high school, and I think that Raleigh Geiger and the coaching staff over at the track and cross country team, very happy to have her, as well as her sister who recently transferred from state, Wesley Frazier. She came in second in that race. The Wolfpack has always had a strong tradition of running, and really many sports. And they look for that one. That was a throw in. And you can see Casey Lang, the captain, standing on the sideline, cheering his teammates on. I don't think he's quite ready to come in, but he's very mentally engaged with the game, very supportive of his teammates. Definitely the kind of behavior you like to see from a captain. Here comes the kick inside, and it's out the back of the left side.
I think that went through the entire penalty box without a single person touching it. And if you're a Pirate, that's kind of unfortunate just because there was a lot of opportunities there to stick a foot out, maybe put it in the goal.
Oh, yeah. All it needed was a deflect. There's number 1. He's double-teamed in his own territory. Here comes North Carolina State up the center. Number 1, Daniel Rice. And there's a run happening. Back to ECU. Cleared out by the defender for the Wolfpack. And the ball will be booted up by the ECU defender, and it looks like the goalie will make the easy catch after the bounce. And he'll kick it right over to midfield. Headed backwards. It appears we've got a call by the referee, a push off.
Call number 10 there. The Hunter S. Hunter S. We're going to go with an S. If I had to try, it'd be like Schorfhorster.
Herster. It could be German.
My money's on it's German.
Schurfenhurster. Oh, my. There's a shot. Oh, it hits the bar.
And that was a great opportunity there by the Wolfpack.
Very long shot.
I missed who kicked it, but either way, if that just been about maybe even a couple inches shorter, it would have gone off the bottom and into the net.
A really, really great accuracy for a kick. I know it wasn't on target, but that was from outside back left, and I don't even think the goalie was entirely ready for that one.
I think he jumped at the last minute, realizing that was actually going to hit the crossbar. As we have a couple more subs here for the Wolfpack, number 2, 3, and 4. Josh Kennedy, Barrett Golden, and Lucas de Oliveira back into the game, respectively.
They're doing a good job keeping fresh legs on.
Absolutely. We don't have an exact clock, as there's not one on the field, and they don't call it out. But by my calculations, if I've counted correctly, we're somewhere within the last 5 or 10 minutes of this match.
Wow. It's crunch time. Both teams are really going to pull out the stops and see if they can get this win. Here's a kick up to the center. The goalie calls off, handles that one, throws it back out. There's an ECU defender lurking behind, so he'll kick it away to number 4. Here comes North Carolina State.
The ref got in the way there a little bit, but not too much. NC State will continue on the attack. Number 4, de Oliveira with a header.
There's number 11, Justin Bruno over the center. And he'll try for a shot, but it's weak. And he'll kick it. And a sliding kick. I believe there was an offside call anyway. Good effort, though.
I think that was an unfortunate call for the NC State Wolfpack just because it seemed like the Pirate defender was there step for step. Either way, the ref made his call, and it's going to be another Pirate goal kick.
That was a good effort by Josh Kennedy, number 2, trying to slide and get that last little touch, push the ball over the line. It just didn't happen this time.
And the captain, Casey Lang, and our favorite Pirate, number 6, Matt Weddingback, are preparing to come back into the game. I'd wonder why we hadn't called his name in a while.
There's some battling over midfield happening. Very par for the course for this game.
A nice little move there by number 13 with a little under the leg kick. That's Mike Neely.
NC State's done a really good job defensively of bending but not breaking. There have been a few penetrative passes, there have been a few runs, but the defenders are always there to make that final chop and knock the ball back the other way. We'll see if they can keep this up. Some more battling happening. Wolfpack possession, and they'll trade a little bit. That's a missed reception there. Didn't chamber the ball well, and he'll have to pass it back. It'll be in ECU Pirate hands. There's a boot to the center. Another ECU offensive. Here comes number 11. He's blocked. There's a cross to the right side.
I guess you could call that a cross. It was more of a long.
Yeah.
But either way, it was an attempt all the same, and they had an opportunity.
Jesse Hall will be there. Get the ball from the defender there, the offender. Here comes number 13, Aiden Allgood, up the left side. And he's centering. He'll try and pass it to his friend. And
I think that's Brian Spells with the kick.
That'll be a goal kick for the Pirates. He'll get a sip of water. A very nerve-wracking game for both sides. Probably very frustrating. Still 0-0. Still no goals.
And I think it's frustrating for both teams, honestly, because both teams have, neither team's really looked overpowering on the other. Seems about an even matchup. Both teams have had their opportunities to put the ball in the net and just has not happened yet for either one of them. I think they're both going to walk away from today, no matter what the outcome is, feeling like they could have had a win. But at the same time, not being completely disheartened by whatever the outcome is, just because they both played so hard and so tough. Definitely things to work on for both teams, but going forward, I think this is definitely a boost for each, especially if one's able to put a ball in the net and win.
Definitely. There'll be a bit of a spat there. And looks
there's
like
a
the
yellow card.
Referee will show a yellow against the Pirate defender. Came in recklessly with a sliding tackle, so it looks like Wolfpack will have the ball in enemy territory.
And that defender is completely dumbfounded, awestruck, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
Holding his neck like he got kicked in the neck. I didn't entirely see what happened, but either way, he's not happy with it, and the captain, Casey Lang, is not happy either.
I'm sure the goalie's not happy with the position the Wolfpack have now, just outside the box.
Not at all, as the ref sets up the wall for the Pirates. This is a very dangerous and a really good opportunity for the NC State Wolfpack to try to put one in as the clock.
Here comes the cross. Oh, just off the top. And it's headed off to the right. And that ball will be cleared. Heads
right
up.
at us.
Oh, my. What a good effort. That's 2 off the crossbar for the Wolfpack. That's got to be frustrating.
And it was off the crossbar back into play.
Oh, and it's to the left, and that's a goal! Great play. The
Number
inbound
10.
throw up the right side. Number 10, Alex Kramer, right in the back left corner of the net, and he beats the goalie. Excellent play. And this will be Wolfpack 1, East Carolina nothing in the late stages.
Alex Kramer finally comes through with the score he's been looking for all game. And I think he's definitely pleased right now with this game. A very hard fought, very, very physical game. the NC State Wolfpack are right where they want to be, but at the same time, you got to be careful because, as we said earlier, it's definitely a very dangerous point.
Oh yeah, if I'm on NC State's defense, my first thought is stop the ball, get back possession. Always got to be careful, and it looks like they've done that here. They're probably going to try to kill some time. Oh my.
You've got to kill time, but at the same time, you got to be very careful of instances like that. Honestly, if I were them, I'd try to attack still, because on the attack, you're still getting the ball down the field as long as you're playing smart defense.
Yeah, you got to keep up the pressure or they'll start moving up on you. Whenever I try to park the bus in FIFA, I always get scored on, so may not be an effective strategy in the late stages of a game.
Whenever I play FIFA, I always just get scored on all the time because I'm not very good at it. I've tried. It is not a very beautiful thing. It's very frustrating, actually. When I scored my first goal, I took a Snapchat of it, and I sent it to all my friends.
Yeah, amazing goals. I get Snapchats of my friends scoring goals, too. And
nonetheless,
reckless defending.
Here we are in the closing moments of this game between the Pirates of Eastern Carolina University and the NC State Wolfpack. The score is 1-0 in the favor of the Wolfpack. This has been a very entertaining game. As the NC State Wolfpack get a free kick.
Oh, yeah. Definitely one of the most entertaining 1-0 games I've seen in quite some time.
And I believe that's going to be, I think it's a throw-in for the Wolfpack. Yes, it's going to be a throw-in for the Wolfpack.
And that'll be to number 10, Alex Kramer.
The lone scorer here in today's game.
Back in the hands of the Pirates. It'll be headed. Some fighting there. And it'll be a Wolfpack ball up the left side. And there's a fall. And it looks like it'll be back to the Pirates off the boot of the striker. Another Pirates throw in. Looks like they're going with a quick pace. I think they know how much time they have left.
And it can't be much, maybe 2 or 3 minutes at the most.
Looks like an offsides call. Back to the Wolfpack. I'm sure the defenders are relieved at that one. And there'll be a long throw left side of midfield, and it'll be cleared away. ECU working with some urgency now. Everybody is moving up.
The NC State Wolfpack are playing very conservative here, trying to allow the clock to run out as they give the Pirates a free kick. They all drop back.
Everybody's back, all 11 men, and everyone's marking up.
This might just be the Hail Mary of soccer right now.
Oh my, right into the center, and that one will be cleared by a Wolfpack defender, and that's the end of the match.
What a game.
Really great game played by both sides, very physical. It looks like your North Carolina State Wolfpack will come out on top 1-0 off of the goal from Alex Kramer in the late stages of the game.
Absolutely. It was a very entertaining game, as we've said multiple times, very physical. Definitely something to look forward for the Wolfpack as they improved to 3-0-2 on the season. Haven't lost a game yet, have a couple wins and ties here at home, and definitely a win you want to take away for the Wolfpack against a highly competitive rival in the Eastern Carolina Pirates. Any highlights today for you, Parker?
Well, I mean, you have to say the goal in the later stages of the game, Alex Kramer. I think we saw some great play from ECU's side. A lot of good attacking, a lot of good play, of course, from my favorite Matt Wedding. Sorry for messing up your name earlier. But really all around great play. I think that both teams have some things to look at. Both teams had some great strengths today. And I feel really privileged to be able to commentate today. Excellent match.
Absolutely. Great game and great match. And we'll be back. We may be back in a few moments from a couple of words from the team captain, or maybe the MVP, as I've labeled him, Alex Kramer, the lone goal scorer for the Wolfpack. Either way, like we said, the final score is the Wolfpack 1, the Pirates of Eastern Carolina 0. This is Logan Sims alongside
Parker Lee. And we'd like to thank you for tuning in to the Wolfpack Sports Network.
Pretty hungry. Order up.
Oh, awesome.
Hurry, I'm starving.
My name is Ben Hefner, and I work mostly as a cameraman, but do some announcing every now and then. Let's see, I came in at one point last year, 2 years ago, so about 2 years, yeah. I'd really like to be a journalist, actually a sports journalist, but I could also work in a lot of different things, obviously. I work here with Wolfpack Sports TV, and this kind of works pretty fun as well. So I'd still go a few different ways, so trying to figure that out a little bit. Favorite sport to watch is probably basketball, especially college basketball. I just think it's pretty unmatched in kind of emotions that it brings up. Probably a tie between soccer and basketball. I played both of them in high school, and I still love to play both of them. Favorite team's tough. I have a lot of different teams, but I would say as far as professional teams go, Chelsea FC over in England probably brings the most emotional response out of me. So soccer kind of does that too, but yeah, I'm probably gonna go with Chelsea. Well, personally, I've never been a super athlete, so my accomplishments are pretty modest, but I remember in high school, I scored the 100th point in my high school's only ever 100-point game in basketball. And yeah, I think later I actually also scored the point to set the conference record. I was a bench warmer. We were up by like 60 points, so that's why I was in at the time. But yeah, that was pretty cool because I remember that the place kind of went crazy when I hit the 100th point, and I had no idea we were that close. So I just thought they were so surprised I actually scored that they went crazy. But yeah, that would probably, once I figured that out, that would probably be my favorite sports moment. Lots of different things. Of course, I mentioned Chelsea earlier. Stamford Bridge would be cool. World Cup would be cool, something like the Olympics. But I think I'm a huge Red Sox fan as well, and I think going to Fenway Park, just kind of the history behind it would be amazing. My dad's a huge Red Sox fan too, so I think I'd love to go with him at least once. Favorite movie, Good Will Hunting, actually. Surprisingly, a sports guy has a kind of critically acclaimed movie as his favorite, but yeah, I've watched it probably like 4 or 5 times. Favorite musician, actually a band called Need to Breathe. I saw them a few years ago at a youth conference and loved them ever since. And they're one of the few bands they have lots of songs, like probably 60, 70. I can just listen through an album and love every single song, so. So many amazing athletes, and I've always just wished for a day I could have that sort of athleticism. But I always thought it'd be awesome to be like a soccer player. My favorite's Eden Hazard, so you know, I'd probably want to switch places with him, just be able to have that much ability for one day and show off for everybody and be the coolest person around, pretty much. Like doing hockey and hearing Drew lose his mind, that just over some insane hockey play, that's some of my fondest, probably a lot of things with hockey though. I actually got to do a lot of that this year, and it's been a really cool experience. Again, going to hockey, got to go up to Maryland this year for the ACCHL championships, which is really cool, getting to drive up with the team and everything, getting to know them. And then, yeah, getting to do those games. That was really cool, just kind of bonding time, I guess, with everybody.
Taking ahead once again, Deaver. Shooting one, he scored! Cole Deaver, it's a field goal on the board for the Wolfpack. And the Colonials are really back on their heels, which is surprising to see.
I'm Drew Blevins. I'm one of the play-by-play voices here at Wolfpack Sports Television and the host of Over the Boards with Mike Zillow, the monthly ice hockey coaches show. It's going to be my third full year here at Wolfpack Sports TV. It's actually what I'm doing right now. I want to be a play-by-play voice, preferably radio actually. I've really fallen in love with radio, but to stay around sports and be able to cover them for a living, that's a dream job. Oh, it's got to be ice hockey. I played for so long, but I've also taken a love to getting back into baseball, but still, hockey's got to be that #1 sport to watch. Oh, it's got to be hockey. Played 13 years. Still haven't lost the love for it. Well, I'm obviously going to be an NC State Wolfpack fan. If we're talking about the NHL, it's obviously my first love. I'm a huge New Jersey Devils fan, Marty Brodeur pride. We're going baseball, I'm a New York Yankees fan. Football, Falcons pride. It's been a rough few years, but my fandoms are quite scattered across the map. Those are my main 3 teams. I think my favorite moment that I was there for is being there for Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals in 2006. Actually getting to see the Hurricanes hoist the Stanley Cup after having been a fan for a while, so that was a pretty cool moment. Personally, though, I have to say that my favorite personal accomplishment in sports was winning a bronze medal inside the Olympic Center in Lake Placid, New York, which was just a magnificent experience. That was a great game, and that was just a lot of fun to be able to win it up there. It's close. On a world scale, I think it'd be really cool to go to the World Cup final, regardless of where it is, because that's just such an international event. It's arguably the biggest sporting event in the world. But for me personally, I think I'd want to go to an MLB All-Star game.
I'm Parker Lee, and I'm here with Jordan Case, scorer of the goal in the final closing minutes of the game. So could you just walk us through what that goal was like for you and what your strategy was?
Yeah, well, throughout most of the game, we basically just, pushed hard up top, tried to get the ball at my feet, play it out wide. And what happened was at the very end, one of our right backs got the ball for a throw-in out wide, and he plays it down the line to our right wing, who played a great ball with his head, with pressure on his back, through right to my feet, and was able to just, one touch and put it in.
And one thing I noticed was the speed. When the ball goes out of bounds, do you come back and do a throw-in? Is that a team strategy that you use?
Yeah, especially towards the end of the game. We like to make sure that we utilize all the time we have. We don't want to waste it. As soon as the ball goes out, we want to get it back, get it right back in play, and start, putting it at our feet and see what we can do.
All right, great. Congrats on the goal, Jordan, and have fun celebrating your victory.
Right. Thank you.
Be there for the home run derby and see all the pageantry. I mean,